ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. So during the first part of this afternoon, we talked about technologies. We talked about first the objectives, then the technologies. And here we will talk about how to finally make it real, discussing about the use cases, presenting the use cases. And for me at skeyes, my name is Antoon. I'm the UTM manager at skeyes. So I will talk about the involvement of skeyes within this SAFIR-Med project. Okay, doesn't work. Thank you, Michael. Happily, the coordinator is there. So, as usual, first, I believe that we have to know where we come from. We learned this afternoon where we have to go. And where we come from, we need to know that in order to know what we have to do and how. Where we come from. So, skeyes is the historic air service provider in Belgium. And in skeyes, we have this motto: we bring the most safe, sustainable, and unique experience to every single airspace user. So in order to be in line with this motto, the skeyes general vision in handling drone, because drone is a new entrant in this ATM world, skeyes expect to serve all airspace users. So to support the safe and secure handling of drone in Belgian airspace and foster the positive economic, societal, and environmental aspect of drone activity development. We already discussed about that more or less during the first part. So now, regarding the contribution of SAFIR-Med within the skeyes within SAFIR-Med, is serving this vision via elaboration of our operational solution and cooperation with some other stakeholders to check and validate solution. So concrete action within SAFIR-Med. First, you know this scheme, and within the orange circle, this is the place of skeyes. So skeyes is first an air traffic service provider for manned aircraft. So this is management of manned aircraft. The ATS unit, which is Air Traffic Service Unit, provides services to manned aviation. And we, at the moment, we ensure safe integration of drones within the ATM system. But within the SAFIR-Med, we also expect to provide common information services. And then skeyes want to take the new role as CISP, Common Information Services Provider, which is finally in charge of data exchanges with USSP, Use-Space Service Provider. So concrete action within SAFIR-Med. skeyes was involved in SAFIR-Med via different roles within the work breakdown structure. So we were in charge of some tasks and some work packages. For instance, in the first task, we were in charge with the members of this task group, of course, of the definition of airspace management concept. So we established an airspace management concept for SAFIR-Med, which is, in very short, in control airspace, we will have free routing and drone operation areas authorized by USSP in coordination with ATS unit. But in parallel, because we already talked during the first part about priorities, we will have to manage priorities. So it means that we have to handle drones with high priority and sometimes with very short delay to manage this kind of priority. In uncontrolled airspace, We have also free routing and drone operation areas authorized by USSP, and we have also to manage priorities. And for the both, the solution that we promote within SAFIR-Med was to elaborate predefined corridors. So it means that in the airspace we have predefined corridors, and we will able to activate these predefined corridors when needed. It is very important to define first an airspace management concept in order to understand what we have to develop as a solution and what we have to develop as a technology in support of this concept. Other concrete action within SAFIR-Med is supporting the UTM integration. I put it in the brackets because we are not fully in the integration. We are in the transition phase with SAFIR-Med, with the ATM during demonstration. So SKeyes, as the leader of the work package, which is the work package 4, for who knows, we prepare the safe and efficient demonstration. We support, for instance, the de-risking activities in drone ports. We ensure with the group, of course, safe integration within ATM environment via adapted airspace structure when needed, and having in mind to preserve the airport capacity, because the two worlds have to live together and to be complementary and not to have them against each other. So, and for that, we have to define realistic scenarios, and we define some scenarios with all the contributor, which is drone operator, the C2C, the IT developer. So, to define the realistic scenarios, we took into account, of course, the safety and the efficiency of the demonstration, but also at SKeyes, we have in mind the next steps will be the U-Space implementation. Of course, SAFIR-Med is the first step of the U-Space implementation, but we have to go forward for the future. This is not the end of the SAFIR-Med project. So preparation for the next step. What is the interest of SKeyes in SAFIR-Med? In SAFIR-Med, SKeyes is already in contact with relevant stakeholders. And it's very important because SKeyes, as I said, it's the historic provider for manned aviation. But we cannot be alone in order to integrate drones. We have to be with drone operators in order to collect the user needs, the future user needs. We have to be in contact also with future USSP, U-Space Service Provider, in order to understand what will be the future data exchange models, standardization, and all these kind of things. And we need to be with IT developers, because the IT developers will propose to all the stakeholders some technical solutions. Considering the demonstration that we will have in Antwerp, end of May, beginning of June this year, we also start the cooperation with the Belgian state, the BCA. For us, it's very important, and for the drone community is very important, I believe, because working in cooperation with BCA is really to prepare the future U-Space implementation, the complete U-Space implementation. So SAFIR-Med for SKeyes, as a conclusion, let me say that SAFIR-Med is another step for SKeyes to go forward in the UTM together with stakeholders concerned. Again, SKeyes, ANSP, Air Navigation Service Provider, cannot go forward alone, so we have to go in this kind of project with all stakeholders, including drone operators. So, thank you very much.